Mr. Saluzzi, you are now recognized for 5 minutes for your oral testimony.
Thank you, Chairman Wagner, Ranking Member Sherman, and members of the subcommittee for giving me this opportunity to testify today. My name is Joseph Saluzzi. I'm a partner and co-founder of Themis Trading. For over 20 years, we have operated as a no-conflict institutional agency broker. We do not make markets. We do not trade proprietarily. We do not own a dark pool. Our clients are comprised of pension funds, mutual funds, money managers, and hedge funds. And together they represent trillions of dollars of long-term investor funds. Our sole focus is providing best execution for our institutional clients and protecting long-term investors. While the SEC has tackled some important market structure issues over the past decade, including the consolidated audit trail, other market structure issues have been overlooked. These include fragmentation of execution venues, increasing percentage of trades that are executed off exchange, segmentation of liquidity within these alternative trading systems off exchange, stock exchange rebates, and information leakage from stock exchange proprietary data feeds. With that said, we agree with SEC Chairman Atkins on his recent assessments concerning Reg NMS. Last December, he stated, Reg NMS, built on flawed foundations, has invited gamesmanship and contributed to the fragmentation of our markets, the dispersal of liquidity, and diminished transparency. Reg NMS contains many flaws. There's no question about it. But the fact is, removing Rule 611 is not the way to do it. Reg NMS, we must be very careful about how we fix it. Simply eliminating the order protection rule will not solve any of the problems that I just talked about. Fragmentation will continue, off exchanges will continue to grow their share, segmentation will continue, and stock exchanges will continue to have rebates for their clients. We urge this committee and the SEC to reject any push to eliminate Rule 611, simply to clear a path for an innovation exemption involving tokenization. Allowing trading of tokens without the explicit consent of the underlying public companies and without conferring voting rights or dividends is dangerous. It mimics the shady, unregulated bucket shops of the past. It will fuel fragmentation, distort true price discovery, and severely damage public investor confidence. This brings me now to Rule 610, which is not as exciting. The stock exchange MEMX recently requested exemptive relief to delay the implementation of lower access fees. They claim that the industry needs more time to see what happens with Rule 611. We strongly disagree. The industry already debated this issue. The SEC approved the access fee reductions. The DC Circuit Court of Appeals upheld the reduction in these fees against these exchange lawsuits. There should be no further delays. The amendment must go into effect in November. Next, let's talk about the consolidated audit trail. Born after 2010, the 2010 flash crash, the CAT, as we call it, has been fiercely attacked by industry participants. It's true that the self-regulatory organizations who govern it did a terrible job managing the rollout and controlling the cost. They overspent by hundreds of millions of dollars building the CAT. But despite its flawed implementation, the CAT is finally fully operational and has proven to be a vital regulatory tool. We are very concerned by ongoing pressure from some market participants and even some members of Congress to strip out the data of the CAT, which will likely hamper and delay any further SEC investigations. Sure, maybe the CAT could use some less options data, but maybe it needs more trader information to link the related accounts. After all, the point of the tool is to potentially identify market events and insider trading. Finally, trust and confidence in markets are not optional. They are absolute necessities. Recent troubling reports regarding irregular trading across equities, futures, and prediction markets continue to erode global trust in U.S. systems. To police these markets effectively, the SEC requires robust tools like the CAT, adequate staffing, and institutional will to prosecute market abuses. The U.S. equity market appears to be deep and liquid, but still has many underlying conflicts which compromise price and liquidity discovery and could result in a rapid deterioration of liquidity like we experienced during the flash crash of 2010. Rather than eliminating the trade-through rule, delaying access fee reductions, and continuing to weaken the CAT, the goal of market structure reform should be to encourage more displayed liquidity, which will level the playing field for all market participants and dampen volatility. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Saluzzi.